Revelation 7, verses 9 through 10. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man can number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands, and cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our God, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. Revelation 7, verses 9 to 10.
Tune in to the Chapman Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the Chapman Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
Your home should tell your story. It should be stylish, comfortable, and uniquely you. Here at D. Harris Interiors, we don't just decorate. We design spaces that reflect your personality, your lifestyle, as well as your dreams. Whether you're revamping one room or you're transforming an entire space, here at D. Harris Interiors, we bring creativity, expertise, and heart to every project. Great design starts with connection. And I do take the time to understand your vision and to bring it to life with beauty and intention. So, are you ready to fall in love with your space all over again? Well, you just give D. Harris a call at 901-303-8099 to schedule your personalized consultation today.
Yeah.
good morning, Grand Rising to all of you all. Grand Rising, good morning, howdy do, and all those other good things. Welcome to the Magman Morning Show. It is 5 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock. You have been duly alerted on that here on the Central Standard Time. Like to say Grand Rising, calling the roll on this morning. Good morning to Deacon Alvin Moore, chairman of our Deacon Board, uh, to Sharon Reed, who is the section leader of the alto section in the choir, to our apostle, the man that prays for us and keeps us on our toes. We like to say good morning to Brother Apostle Anthony Reed. We like to say good morning to our usher, our chief usher. That's Alice, the blessed child of God. The chair lady of the trustee board is here, and she has a wonderful interview getting ready to come up. That's Foxy 2 Roxy 3, along with Alderwoman Colby Chapman of the city of Harvey. It's going to be wonderful to hear that interview that's getting ready to come up. We'd like to welcome each and every one of you that are here, that's in the chat, all of our visitors, those of you all that are in the bushes. Yeah, y'all in the bushes. I'd say good morning to the bushes. Y'all say hi to the bushes. They're very important people. But we got company in the house now. We like to say good morning to Miss Pooh. Miss Pooh, we see you, and we welcome you to the Magman Morning Show. And hopefully you'll be a part of our wonderful gathering as we have each and every weekday morning at the hour of 9 a.m. It's something how you get up in the morning and you feel, I'm just grateful. I get up happy, as they say, man, how you get up and you just have joy and things and all that stuff. You know, I'm just grateful to be alive, folks. It's a wonderful thing to be alive and to see the things that are going on in our day-to-day life and operation. I had a correction that I had to make on some things, and I wanted to bring it up. Uh, I have uh, I have a close relationship with the city of Lambert, Mississippi. Is very, very dear to me. My mother's there. My family's roots on her side are there, and I've served that community. Still serves it, and I'm excited about the upcoming election and the things that are happening. I have to correct myself because I did not know, I had no idea that I had a relative, actual blood relative, in the race for a position of alderman at large. Now, I told you all about Lisa Ingram, and she's running for the same position. And I have to be fair and saying that it wouldn't be right for me to interject myself into an election that have people that I know on both sides. I don't want to be the type of person that that I'm not a two-faced person. I mean, I believe that both of these persons would be able to handle the situation. But unlike any other situation, you must be fair. James Mack is going to be fair. I don't play inside uh, the pocket politics. I don't do that type of thing. I'd like to say good morning to all of you that are watching and that will be coming in and listening. I thought that Foxy would add her platform onto this live. I don't know if she did it or not. Like I say, if she did, welcome to the Foxy Angel Zone. We're simulcasting. I don't know. I have no idea right about now, but we'll find out. So we got company coming this morning. That's why I wanted to make sure that we did all of our house cleaning now and got it out of the way. And we're expecting our special guest should be coming. We have Brother Lee. He will be here. Our co-host will be here. And there's something else interesting as time allots ourselves. We're going to be talking about a video of our brother Martin G. Johnson, my brother, the original crime chaser of Chicago, and my dear friend, my dear brother, broadcast brother. He has a clip that I want to discuss on today's show, and I think that it should be done. I'd like to welcome all of you all that have come in. Thank you. You can like and subscribe. Don't forget Foxy 2 Roxy Three's platform, and also Alice, the Blessed Child of God, her platform. Don't forget to put your information in there too, Alice. And you all support, we support one another over here. I'm excited about what's getting ready to go on in our country, especially here in the South and in Mississippi, because on Tuesday, Election Day is coming right around the corner. And I wanted to say to our listeners at WKRA 92.7 on the FM dial, who holds our licensing for transmitting, we wanted to say that I wanted to keep Mississippi in Holly Springs, Mississippi. That's what I said when they, when we won't go live with them or they take our signal. I always give them a highly do. I'd like to say hey to Raven, hey, how are you, and all your staff over at WKRA. We thank you all. They hold our contract, so. And I like it. That's right. You never know. You might have to plug me in and put me in or something like that. And we have no bad blood or nothing. I want to say that me and WKRA, we're good people. That's a wonderful radio station. I'm glad to be even a part of it. And in broadcasting, you got to make your adjustments as you go. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you that are here. We have Foxy to Roxy and her interview with the wonderful, honorable, she should be here, the honorable Alderwoman of the Second Ward of Harvey, Illinois, and that is Alderwoman Chapman. She's going to be here in a little bit. I'm going to make sure that I plug this in. That's the one I want to share. I have to bring it up. Let me make sure I got it in the queue. I do. Okay. And for those of you all that want to come in, I have a link that you can see in the chat. Those of you that are in the chat, welcome to our YouTube audience all over the country, especially those of you. Don't forget the Smoothie Cafe. I got some reviews about it. Y'all go over there, those of you that are in Illinois, and I'm going to let the Alderwoman know. Those of you that are in the Southland that are listening to me, I want you to support a dear friend of this show and her family are pioneers in gospel music, but in business, this young lady, Tremaine Roberts, I'm going to be talking a little bit about her too. We're just trying to give our special guests an opportunity. Let me bring up Foxy to Roxy 3 is here. And good morning to you, Foxy. How are you, ma'am?
Good morning. I am absolutely wonderful.
Well, we're going to see the Barbara Walters of the YouTube streets is going to do this interview. If y'all don't know but you know who Barbara Walters is, though. I ain't going to say Oprah or nothing like that. I don't want to put you over there because I don't know what's going on with her. But I'm trying to figure out a good interview. But you about to set some standards today with your interview. How you doing today?
I am doing great. Hi, Vivian Allen. How are you?
There she is. Hey, Viv, how are you? Well, let me tell y'all about Vivian C. Okay, I got a story that I seen something on the YouTube. I follow her, and I want you, Vivian, to put your information in the chat so we can follow you also. And Vivian, she's one of the pioneers with Sherry and with Dr. Nikita. She's one of those vocal ones that were out there like Dan. Our friend Dan B and everything. But let me tell you, now she's been on vacation. She didn't think I was going to put her business in the street. She was on vacation, and everybody was talking about she deserves it also. I mean, being a survivor, and she survived so many things. And we want to get her on one day and have her to just tell her story. She got some wonderful jewelry too, also that she has. Brother Lee is here. He's coming up, and we're waiting for our interview to come. I wanted Fox to come up, and I wanted to greet everybody. And wait a minute, I saw something move. Okay, what was that? That was me. Okay, and Vivian, we're glad to have all of you all that are here at the MacMan Morning Show. Let me give you the lead into this into our story. And we appreciate you. Yeah, we want to get it on so we can support you and what you're doing. You're out there remotely doing what you do, and you got wonderful video. Especially you keep us uprush on the things that's going on in Dalton. You want some real good camera work. So we grateful for what you do and what you stand for, and that you are a true survivor and you're a hero to many, many people here on the MacMan Morning Show. We just like to give you your flowers while you live. Amen and hallelujah. All right. Yeah, this is okay. This is it. The name of your handle is your YouTube channel, if I'm mistaken. Y'all go to Vivian Allen, your favorite survivor, and y'all go over there and see. She got some wonderful documentations, and she's usually in the right place at the right time. Okay, we're waiting for our special guest to come. We do have a second half. I want you all to stick around. I want you to hear from Martin G. Johnson's commentary on on the on this video that we're going to show. And as we're getting ready to have our, we're getting ready. Thank you, Alice, for putting that in. Y'all go over there to Vivian's page and support her and subscribe and like. And let's help each other. That's what we got to do. We'd like to welcome even those that are here to the Foxy 2 Roxy, not the Foxy 2 Roxy. Wait a minute. The Foxy Angel Zone listeners that are there, that are listening, I put the word out to everybody. We're going to lead into our interview with Alderwoman Chapman from Harvey, Illinois. I want to give you a recap of what happened and what really sparked it for the MacMan Morning Show to really put a focus in on the city of Harvey in the Southland. And we dealt with Dalton, and we're grateful that they're moving ahead. And I'm sure Vivian is real happy about she can talk and they ain't harassing her and pushing her around. Y'all mess with Vivian, she'll do something to y'all. But anyway, I ain't mean to say it like that. But here we go. We're going to share this video right quick, and we're going to recap what actually went down and what happened that sparked our attention on the MacMan Morning Show. Here we go, folks.
Some dramatic video, and it shows an older person being hauled off by police right in the middle of proceedings. So what led up to this disruption? Our Suzanne Lemonnier is always investigating. Suzanne?
Well, Marie, the mayor says the second ward alderwoman kept bringing up an issue about a constituent's home, and the mayor says that issue had already been addressed. What you're about to see happen next.
28th Harvey City Council meeting. Mayor Christopher J. Clark says second alderwoman Colby Chapman was disruptive during the meeting 3 times.
The second ward alderman was out of order.
Clark says that led him to ask council members to vote on censure to remove Chapman.
To censure and remove the second ward alderperson from the meeting.
We obtained this video shot by a frequent critic of the mayor, and that person added the words you see on your screen. It shows Chapman refusing to be removed. An officer comes to gather her belongings, prompting Chapman to say, then Chapman pushes the officer. At that point, she's let out by police and tries to stay in the meeting by holding onto the door. The Harvey Chief of Police, Cameron Bidding, says she was later placed in handcuffs off camera.
This is an opportunity for the usual biweekly grandstanding that we normally get from this particular alderperson, which is why, in my opinion, that the other alderpersons were so readily available to issue a motion of censure, because this is not the first time that we've had to deal with this.
The mayor says Chapman has been censured and asked to leave city council meetings on 2 other occasions. During this incident, caught on camera, she was arrested and charged with battery of a law enforcement officer, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. Chief Bidding says Chapman's mother was also arrested and charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest.
There's a barrier that we have inside of City Hall that we don't allow residents to come past. And during the commotion, her mother walked past that barrier. We asked her to step back. She didn't want to do so. So we ended up having her being escorted out. She walked out, followed her daughter. And then as we were asking to leave the facility, she did not want to leave the building.
Now, when asked for comment, Chapman told us that she's going to be having a news conference here at City Hall on May 12th
All right, we want to thank CBS2 for that clip that we used to just bring in on the introduction. And our special guest is here. Brother Lee Mack is here, our co-host, and we're going to be doing the second half on the video that Martin G. Johnson sent. But let me introduce to all of you. Welcome. Oh, looking like she got the. You know how those Chinese ladies have those ponies. I'm sorry,
That's
Alderwoman,
so
forgive
funny
me.
because
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
we got some Asian blood in the mix, so that's so funny that you
Okay,
mentioned
that's
that. Yeah,
well, Kanishiwa and all those. I can't get the other one. All those. I don't
that's
know
right.
what it is though. Okay, well, listen. Foxy to Roxy is here. It's going to be her interview, and we're glad that Foxy has come to do this. And it's not that I don't want to, but we want to allow Alderwoman Chapman to come now. Y'all saw how she did. That made me mad. Y'all already know that's why we're doing what we do. But Alderwoman, there's so many wonderful things that are getting ready to that you all have been doing, that you have been doing since that incident, and the support that you have. And I want you to, first of all, introduce to the audience the person that will be doing our interviewing and also giving commentating with Alderwoman Chapman is Foxy 2 Roxy 3. She's going to come. And we're just going to give the Alderwoman an opportunity to have that conversation. So we're going to let these ladies talk. I'm going to sit back for a minute, and I just want to say welcome again to the Thursday edition of the Harvey Update from Alderwoman Chapman. Come on, Foxy 2 Roxy, and take it away, please.
Good morning, my queen.
Good morning, and I just want to say, Miss Foxy to Roxy, Lord knows you've been quite busy on the social media, typing away and just letting the folks who clearly don't know. So I appreciate you. And these ain't Twitter fingers or trigger fingers. These are the truth tellers, as I like to say. So thank you for truth telling on the net and just swinging, going to bat for me. I appreciate that, Mr. Mack. I appreciate you just allowing me to be on the show. I saw Vivian just chimed in, so shout outs to her, Miss Vivian Allen. And I am just thankful to be in you all's presence and to provide some of the latest updates here in the city of Harvey.
Okay, thank you so much for that compliment, and I compliment you. I saw you on Memorial Day. You was hanging out with the Dalton and the on Thornton Township crew, and it made my heart happy to see all of you all together.
Those my people over there.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, and I'm glad you all are coming together for a good cause to help people. Since the last interview we had,
so important.
What has happened for you? Is anything changed or anything better
so,
for you?
So following the press conference, I think that's kind of the last place that we left off. Or did we talk after the press conference?
We talked about the press conference, and we did talk afterwards too. So I just wanted to see, has anything changed or anything happened better for you since the press
this is
conference?
my service. My service is so bad. Say that again, Miss Roxy.
I said, has anything changed for the better since the press conference?
No. If I could say anything, I would just think that more people are getting involved in the cause. More people are wanting to discuss what solutions, how solution based we need to be to move forward. I had court actually last week on Friday. And so my court case was continued until July 18th. This is for City of Harvey Court, but I have court at Markham Courthouse with the state next week on Wednesday, June 4th, both myself and my mother, for 2 charges, right? This charge of battery against a police officer that just came about after April 28th, Monday, April 28th council meeting. But the initial 2 charges were disorderly conduct for myself and my mother and resisting arrest of a police officer for myself and my mother. And I'm just hopeful that those same individuals that thought to dismiss my cases against me on behalf of the city of Harvey back on Monday, December the 23rd, from a previous incident, will be the same ones to review this and say this is just a redundant revolving door of political retaliatory divisiveness. I would say it's kind of settled right now, Harvey. We didn't have our past meeting that should have or could have been. Maybe we could have had a special meeting this week for the residents since we meet twice a week, but our fourth meeting of the month would have been this past Monday, Memorial Day, and unfortunately it was canceled due to the holiday. But these are moments where going the distance just means so much. So they say the proper preparation prevents poor performance. We could have back in early or late April, early May or late April, we could have convened to identify another date that we could host the council meeting. With so much going on, opportunities like this allow for things to settle, right? So we don't go back to our next council meeting until Monday, June 9th. And I'm inviting each and every person. Here's the thing real quick. I don't care what side you stand on. What I care about is that you stand on the right side of democracy, right? So I may like the color red and you may like blue, but we know together we can make it purple. That don't mean that I like purple now. That just means that when we collaborate our efforts, we can be purple. And shout out to purple. This Wildcat country. But but to that end, I really want to push forth this idea or ideation of collaborative effort and group work, because so often as we see things maneuvering and folks going over here, over there, and likewise, Miss Allen, I'm gonna be there for you too, and I appreciate you tons. When we see so much going on, everybody on this side or that side, it's like when it's truth, it's only one side. And knowing the truth and being about the truth is going to be the best thing that helps all sides. And so I always like to look at me like I'm going to be a nucleus, right? I'm bringing everybody together in the namesake of community, not because of this or that. I'm bringing folks together in the namesake of community and to handle the community's business. That's it. That's all. And what's up, Chappelle? And that's what that's all about. Simply put, in this next meeting on Monday, June 9th, I'm driving home or driving the idea like, I gave my speech about how I felt, my emotions. But the reality is what's happening in the city, right? What are we doing to identify all the fines and the fees? I'll tell you this, and that Monday, April the 28th meeting, when I initially tried to call for discussion or debate on the topic at hand, it was about the gas tax that you'll now receive on your gas bill via NICOR. Wow. So Harvey has created a separate tax at 4%. I'm sorry, that's the water that went up 4%. I'm sorry, this is from 0.5 per therm to 0.25 per therm. Could you imagine going up 20 cents per therm? That means every five, that's an extra $1 per therm. Those are the things that are affecting our people. This community is moving and it's going on the uprise, but let's just be clear, the median income average here is $36,000 for a family of four. And we know how increasingly high the costs are. So I say that to say that residents, we have to really become aware. To be aware is to be alive. And knowing that with beyond this melee of issues, right, concerning myself and what has happened to me, I'm not necessarily saying let's forget that moment. But what I am saying is we know that happened and it's continually happened. The abuse of power. What a lot of people don't know is those increased fines and fees, the different laws that are being set in place, And here's the thing. This is where I look back and I say, the rhyme and the reason, right? So when I think about court, right, I was one of those who experienced court and have experienced court before. I'll tell you all a quick story about advocacy, right? There's an elder here in my second ward, and she previously had a daycare. And this woman's almost 90 years old, right? So she had court. They had wrote her a fee or a fine of $500 because they said she was still operating her daycare business out of her home. My question to her was, well, who came to this home? Who came to this home to do an inspection, to do anything? But because on the administrative side, for annually, you have been getting daycare licenses or your business license to run your home daycare, it was the assumption that she was still running it. So I go to court. I call down. I don't get anything back. So I go to court with her. I actually take her to court, go to court with her. I was pulled to the back by the mayor and the city administrator, and I was told that I'm going against my fiduciary assignment.
What?
And first and foremost, or my fiduciary commitment, because I'm coming against the city. And then I had to inform the mayor and the city administrator, well, I'm here on business for the resident. She's getting fined a fee of $500, yet and still nobody came to inspect her property. What did they do? Ride past? And what if her grandkid was in the front? Did they identify that as her hosting a daycare company? Is instances like that are just deplorable. Right. So I ultimately was told, like, I can't be there in support of my residents. I'm going to be there in support of the residents regardless. But this is where I'm saying we so focused in on the look of me helping somebody, right, may overshadow what the look, hey, Lenora, may overshadow the look or what they're doing. But the root cause is, are the inspectors getting at that we paying $25,000 per month? B&F Construction Co. Are they getting out of the car to go up to the door, to knock on the door and say, let's do an inspection? Like, these are the nitty gritty things that have to be discussed. Or even like the Poole family, right? Because I want y'all to understand that one thing I do, I try to always follow the rules, right? Now, what you saw on that video, when you're reaching over me to pick up my things, even if a police officer pulls you over, they say, there are some Miranda rights that have to be read, right? Because you have rights just as a person. You have just human rights. They have to ask you to search your car. So why wouldn't you think when you come to pick something across me, while you to my left side, reaching across my upper body area, that you wouldn't think that you need to ask, could you pick those things up versus just going to do it? Because I don't want you all to get the idea that I'm some defiant woman and it's like, here she roars, right? I saw those comments that the mayor made that I want to be the man and fight the man. I'm a woman first and foremost. I want to be the government and fight the government. What that sounds like to me is that you see a young lady that is in with the community, tapped in, who can say her stance, but also hear the ideas of others. Does that make me manly or does that make me an assertive woman? And then the government idea, democracy is a verb. It's an action word, meaning that we move to the beat and the sound of doing things in the namesake of community, not going along to get along. That's not democracy, right? That's just not how good governance is run. Open governance, open transparency. So I just want to just say that, because the idea or this focus point on me being defiant, that's not it, right? I have great decorum. I know how to be a professional, but what I'll never allow is somebody to just do me any kind of way. Back to the protocols and procedure. Y'all saw Miss Poole came on. Miss Poole, their family has been in their residence over 50 years with 2 homes. Way back in July of last year, in 2024, I met this family. And when I met this family, we immediately got locked in. Kayla, which is Lenora, who's on here, her daughter actually interned. And just sent me another intern who starts today, Lenora did, Mr. Jalen. So I'm very excited about that. We got 5 interns this summer.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much. And we're hopeful for more slots open up. But I met this family. We immediately got tapped in fellowship and camaraderie. And through there, we were just building out and having a deeper understanding on what was going on the block of Myrtle. Fast forward, we go down to Metropolitan Water Reclamation District. We tell the board president, Ms. Steele, about our concerns as well as the commissioners, and just really asking what could we do to pivot things a bit. I then also had a one-to-one meeting with the board president, with the executive director, with Clark. And my simple ask was, hey, can we just move the basin? Thank you, Carlita. Can we move the basin? So that wasn't last year, pardon me, July 2023, right? Because that was when I first got in. Could we move the basin elsewhere? Simple ask, right? Let's not displace people because we want to put a detention basin. And real quick, I want to point your direction over to 154th Street, where the city of Harvey made note about the bump outs and how that's supposed to support flooding. So which one is it that supports flooding? Is it everything that from Myrtle is coming into the bump outs along 154th? Because if you drive along 154th, you'd have to ask yourself, where are the sewer drains? We can't see them anymore.
Wow.
So just something to identify and think about. Great for a look, but I'm more so focused on the look and the purpose, right? To identify. Right. So was the basin to support the flooding, or is these bump outs to support the flooding? Kind of, we need to contextualize what that looks like. But to that end, back to the Poole family, Myrtle Street. We're having these meetings, we're going into these discussions, and that this family means business, right? From the family to the administration, the administrators should empathize, right? They were so willingly, immediately to put up the price points or the value of a home, not understanding we're not talking about today and the comp values of Harvey. We understand the comp values of Harvey. House next door to me been abandoned 15 years. Do you think that takes my equity? I could do all the things in the house. Put all the things on it. It means nothing if the next 10 houses next to it are all dilapidated. So while we focus
can I interject right quick if I can? I'd like to say welcome to everybody to the MacMan Morning Show. This is a wonderful opportunity that we have. I'd like to say that we have Ryan, who's up. I think Alderwoman, if you can see him. Ryan, are you there, sir?
Good
Come
morning.
on, there you go.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to let you know you had somebody there. You can mute your mic until the Alderwoman wants you to speak or everything. This is the MacMan Morning Show, and our guest commentator, the guest interviewer is Foxy 2 Roxy 3 of Foxy's Angel Zone. Welcome to all of you, and again, Foxy 2 Roxy 3.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, guys. Thanks for talking about Harvey. I appreciate it. I know we appreciate it.
Oh, I'm gonna stay on his
neck. Thanks for having Colby on. She's my Alderwoman.
Oh, I'm gonna stay on his neck. I'm gonna stay on his neck, just like everybody was staying on Tiffany's. I'm gonna stay on his neck. I'm gonna find everything I can find to help you all. I'm gonna investigate. I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna be your biggest advocate as much as I can.
Listen, we appreciate that so much. Ryan, y'all know him from Harvey Historical Society and just the many things he does around Harvey. So that's important. But I just wanted to finish off as it relates to the rules and following the rules. And so, we did all these things in advocacy. Ryan, he went out, collected thousands of signatures stating that nobody wanted the base, right? So fast forward, this was about a month ago. I go and submit a ticket. And these are the things that Harvey should be focusing on. These are the last days and months for the Poole Tingle family to reside in their home. And I understand all the advocacy work that was done and how Harvey may feel about the situation, but nothing should come before. If you into it with somebody at work, guess what? You're going to still go to work and do the work. It doesn't matter about whatever personal feelings. If the work needs to be done, it needs to be done. So here it is, a city-owned building on Myrtle, falls on the gate of the gateway of between Carlita's home and this home on the corner. Not only did we call, not only did we email, Not only did we follow up, and not only did I make an announcement about it, about all the debris that had fell over into her yard from the city-owned building. Do you think the city did anything about it?
No.
And so it's instances like that, like where you want to have a focal point on me about following rules and decorum, but we're not even upholding the decorum of what our roles and responsibilities are. You cannot, as an older person, talk to any police officers. And I know these rules were specifically made for me. There are no officers can be talked to. I cannot speak with any department heads. And the only one way that I can speak to is the mayor. And that is where's the hierarchy there, right? How can one person, even though a body of 9 was elected, be the overseer of everything? And then let's just fast forward. I know y'all saw the woman whose foot was mauled off by loose dogs. And I'm thinking, right, who knew, if it wasn't for Miss Regina Waldrop and her amazing journalism, how would we have even known?
I also want to say Miss Poole sent me that video. I hadn't had a chance to edit it or anything, but we will bring it up in upcoming broadcasts. Go ahead, folks.
And so Miss Hunt is the woman's name. That's sad. That's sick. And for the detectives, if it's the same detective that grabbed my arm, well, we know the carelessness and the non-concern for individuals that are going through heinous moments. So to tell her, or to make a mention, why would you be walking at a particular time? It was something to those specifics. Why would you be walking? Why would you be walking at night? I mean,
it's her community. She should have the right to walk.
Where's the empathy, right? So from Carlita's situation, or from the woman who I told y'all about at court, or to this woman, what is it? Is it this? We gonna blindside empathy for women? Is that what I'm seeing? Is that the market here? We gonna arrest mothers and daughters. We not gonna fix families' homes where we own the building, but the debris has fallen over because they've been advocators and supporters and getting the media out. We don't want to stand up. But then I watched in that same council meeting, I watched men stand up. Shout out to my brothers who stood up and called other men out, and there was nothing done.
Wow.
But I like to think all these instances, I'm talking about women. So are we not supporting women in Harvey? That can't be the idea, because I know too many people here that do. But in every one of these instances, it's the same kind of thing. You all following, and these are just 3 experiences, and this most recent with the dog and the woman's foot being mauled. That's just most recently. But all of us, everybody on this line, me, Chappelle, Ladora, I mean, we all, and I mean Ryan too. It's male and female, but I'm just in those 3 instances that I mentioned, all women, all in need of support, all in need of help, and are being mistreated in a particular way. That's something that these are the things that we got to get loud about, right? We literally got to go bullhorn to streets and talk to people. We need to pull up to the barbershops, the beauty salons, the daycares, right? And unfortunately, business owners are afraid, because when you allow the truth to come in, or you allow people to evangelize in your setting, guess what? Then guess who's on top of them saying, you know what, we're going to go ahead and shut you down. It's like everybody hands here are tied like this, or behind the back like this. And y'all, I'm just saying, let's step out boldly. Let's step out with faith, knowing that no weapon formed shall prosper. This road not going to be easy, but collaborative group work is the beat that's going to get us across. And that's it for me. That's because I know that Ryan, and you got who else? Chappelle on here. You got all the heroes and sheroes on here that's gonna bring the noise and talk that truth. So the only other thing I wanted to say was Saturday, June 14th, our 2nd annual expungement event, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here at a Transformation Community United Methodist Church. And this is in partnership with Governor State University. So if you know somebody in need, getting their background fund, send them our way. We're going to get a flyer to you, Mac Main. And we just need
Okay,
everybody.
that's what I was going to say. Make sure that you get that information.
Absolutely.
Okay, and I wanted to say to you also before you departed. I know that you got to go, and wonderful interview. Stay, Ryan. Don't nobody move because everybody's still here. Don't go nowhere. I want to thank you for your support that we received from you for the show.
Absolutely.
You humbled me. I didn't have a chance to say anything to Lee or to Foxy, but and I rarely say, and I didn't get your permission, but I just wanted to let you know. I wanted to say thank you at a time that we really did need you. You came through, and I wanted to thank you for that and for being here. This is your regular slot on Thursdays or whenever you decide that you need to come. But we're going to make sure that Harvey has each week a spot here on the MacMan Morning Show. So I'm going to let Foxy continue. You all stay right where you are. And Ryan, don't go nowhere. Just stay here. And go ahead, Foxy, with your interview and your closing. I know that Alderwoman has to go.
Alderwoman, as always, it's an honor to speak with you. It's an honor to talk with you. I can't wait until I come in August to be able to meet you and give you a big old hug and let you know you are loved and you are seen. We see you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I thank you all, Mr. Mac. Thank you for being so consistent with Harvey. Thank you for loving on us. Thank you for giving us a platform to talk on weekly. Everybody that's on here cares about Harvey. There's no stretch or no doubt about it. I stand with all the folks, and I just thank you, and I thank everybody for tuning in.
Thank you.
Keep going with them truth tellers. We got the truth tellers. They call them
But
Twitter
you know, they've yet to see her real work, Alderwoman, because she's a piece of work. If you haven't discovered Foxy, and I got exposed to her through Sherry, Britton, and y'all, and everything, and you be amazed. I'm amazed at what's going on. Let me say this before you go. Please give our love from us here at the MacMan Morning Show to your wonderful mother. And I want to get her on next Thursday. You got to make a spot for her to come on next Thursday to just say hi to us. They put the handcuffs on Mama. You don't put your hands on my mama. I think we're going to have I ain't going for that. I know I can get a witness in the chat on that. And I want to just thank you for just being a part of the MacMan family. You got a spot here every Thursday here to go in after every meeting. The Alderwoman will have an opportunity to give us a live recap. Whatever meeting she's present at, we will have a broadcast each time she's doing what she does. Shout outs to her wonderful church and to the leadership there as she does her work. We want to shout out to her wonderful pastor. You say hey to the pastors to us. Tell them be nice. We ain't going to bother. Yeah, I want to get him on too on one Thursday because he got that baritone, he got that Barry White voice. He says, "Let us pray." As I said, Doc, come on, cause if you got that voice of thunder, some of y'all need to go to church and find out all that. I'm gonna talk about that one other day. But go ahead, Foxy, and this is your interview to close out. Thank you for your support. Go ahead, Foxy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. She's gone now. Ryan. Oh, there she go. Okay. Alderwoman, do you have a pencil and paper with you? I want to ask you, get in contact with Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Standard Board. The initials are ILE, T as in Tom, S as in Sam, B as in boy. It's Illinois.
You know what, Sherry? Miss Hatcher put this. Miss Hatcher had put this out there. Okay.
Once you get in contact with them and have them to investigate the law enforcement there, and show that the videos and show all the things that they are doing to you and everyone else, that'll make them investigate, which will right then enable him from using them as a weapon towards you all, because now they're being investigated, which is going to put a hold on them doing whatever he said, because they're supposed to, by law, only go to you or anybody that they see that has committed a crime, not by what the mayor say, but only by what they see that to justify in committing a crime. So if you, Ryan, and everybody, Miss Hooks, everybody send enough letters to them, they're going to start investigating. They've done it before. Did history. They've done it before in Harvey, and they can do it again. And if they see that it's becoming a pattern of him weaponizing the police department, then they will do an investigation and they will put a hold on that. That's the same way they did in Dalton. Dalton had it.
Okay.
So do that and report all the police officers, everyone that put their hands on you, anyone that said anything out of the way to you or anybody has come to your house, anybody's house. Report every incident that they have done that has not shown that it's actually a crime that they have seen committed.
That's right. And I wanted to just emphasize, I know you got to go, I'm sorry, go ahead, Alderwoman. I know you got to go. I was going to say something. Go ahead.
I'm just saying thank you. Just thank you.
Oh, okay. Foxy, hold on. Okay, stay right here. Okay, yes, ma'am. We see you. And cause Foxy, Vivian was trying to get that message to you that I got up on the screen that what we need to do and what you encourage. Go ahead. You're still on, and we'll be going to the second part. We got Ryan's in the chat. Up on stage. We want to hear what he has to say. Go ahead, Foxy.
Okay, and Ryan, that also go for you. If you can help her get the news out to everybody to send letters to that agency so they can investigate them law enforcement. Also, as Vivian said, open meeting act violation. Show that it's open meeting act violation. Send a lot of letters. Get people to send letters or give you the letters or give you all the letters and send them in a bulk to those agencies. Also, you have to and then like she said, a treasury report is a civil lawsuit. Everything you have, Ryan, you and Alderwoman, get them together. If you have to get it in a big bulk folder, send all the letters that you can get and send it to them. That will bring attention to what's going on there. And that would put a halt on some of the things that he's doing, because right now, because nobody has done that, he's going to continue to use the police as weapons towards you all. Okay. And Ryan, how are you?
Hey there. Hey, good morning. Thanks for covering this. Hey, Foxy. I'm doing well. I do agree with what you're saying, definitely, as far as about making the proper complaints and everything. I think we should, definitely continue doing that. I have complained a lot. I know others have. We've done OMA violations. I have complained to the. Were you talking about the Illinois? It's like the professional standards something.
Yes,
I forget
it's Illinois Law Enforcement Training Standard Board.
Right. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Because I actually I submitted a complaint about Derek Charles, was the one that was especially rough. He was the one that choked me last year when I was arrested. And so I know I've submitted a complaint on him, at least probably some others, 2 Dixmoor officers, because they arrested me when I was covering some school board meetings from 147 there. So I don't know. I haven't heard any updates on it. So but maybe if we have more people complain, I was hoping it would go a little faster. I'm like, okay, does it take that long to investigate these officers?
Excuse me, because it's only one complaint. If you get enough people that has gone through the same treatments and showing a pattern that is done to them, just not only you or Alderwoman, more people it is being done to, then they would pay attention more. But since it's only one, you sending yours because of what happened with you, she's sending, hers. If you get enough people that have been harassed at home, They're giving them tickets for no reason. They're being dismissed out of the meetings. They have violated the Open Meeting Act. Enough letters and emails sent. You can send emails, flood them with emails,
Yes.
flood them with calls. Get enough people to call them, email them, send letters to them. They'll start paying attention and start coming out to check it out. Until then, if it's just one or two, they're not going to pay attention. But you send enough complaints, then something will happen. Also, by the way, do you think since I have both of you on here, do you think since Senator Harris is in the area now as a supervisor over the township, that he might be paying attention more to what's going on with Harvey?
I hope so. I mean, he definitely has a chance to use his new position to do good. So I do hope so.
You know, and that might be a thing too, that Alderwoman and you and some other ones that has been harassed by him, you know, maybe set up a meeting to sit down with him and see if there's anything that you know, he can advise you to do besides what I was advising you to help you further with what's going on with him. You know, he has a little history with him, so he might know some things that'll help you out in regards to what y'all going through as far as y'all Meeting Act and along with your finances. Also, did you ever find out where all the $500 fines are going?
No, no, they don't. I mean, we FOIA'd and we've asked. Colby's asked many times for info on where the tax money goes, and no, I mean that they do. So every once in a while, we'll get small snippets of where the money goes, but never the receipts and the complete information that we need, that we deserve.
Okay, another question. Have you did an audit? Have y'all got an outside person to come in and audit you all at Harvey?
The city is behind a few years in its audits. So I think the last one was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But I ever since Clark was elected in 2019, I called for like a forensic audit. I mean, a lot of us have called for that, you know, like just a very thorough audit. And I mean, that has not been done.
Okay. Okay. So that might be another idea, you know, to come together, you know, get a group of you to come together to request that audit, you know, write in for them to conduct that audit, you know, go to the comptroller, you know, find out, have the taxes been paid up? Okay, I'm seeing here that Ms. Hook said no, they haven't done an audit.
Okay.
So those are some of the things that, you know, you all can possibly do that I have observed that Dalton did to help get them back on track. You know, do the audit, make sure.
Oh, I saw Vivian's comment. That's true. That, you know, that's what we've noticed. Like he will do Mayor Clark and the 4 alder yes men, I call them, the aldermen that he bribes and or blackmails to vote with him and therefore controls city council. They will do anything and everything under the sun but tell you where the money is.
Now I saw one of y'all aldermen has a criminal record for SAs in his record.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Yep. Tyrone.
But how is he on the board with a criminal background like that? Allegedly criminal background.
That's Cook County politics.
Yes.
I wanted to say, wait a minute, I'd like to interject right quick. I'd like to remind our audience we're listening to the MacMan Morning Show. We're here we had Alderwoman Colby Chapman that was on with us. We got Brother Ryan that's here with us, an activist in his community, also a Also, he is a resident of the second ward of Harvey. We got a second part of our show, and I wanted to just remind everyone that each and every Thursday we're going to be having an opportunity for residents to come and join Alderwoman Chapman on the air, and we can continue to get this the narrative out to people about what's going on in the community. It's an open forum. You can come on and talk on the air. On next week, we more than likely will have a call-in number that you can call in, and you can address the Alderwoman and everyone. I'm not trying to scratch the surface, but then again, I wanted to make sure that all the information that Foxy is given, we're going to make sure that we get it, that we post it in on our social media page and on her page also, that you all can help and write those letters and emails and make it a joint effort. You got people like Vivian and others that are there that are willing to help, that been in the fight. I'd rather have some people that were in the fight with me than to not have anybody. And Ryan, I commend you, sir. I see how they were harassing you and everything and locking you up and wouldn't let you say anything. But brother, to even see a brother from another persuasion and another mother, it's good. You're a joy to see. And I mean, you have a right, because you're a part of that community, my brother. You're a part of that community. We need to stand together, and you're welcome here on the MacMan Morning Show or any of our productions that we have. You're welcome to come and to speak your mind. See, what we may be from the South, but we all got a connection. Others are from various other places, but we're here to get the information and to inspire the people to fight. And we see what you all have been doing. So, are you going to come back next Thursday? Will you?
Oh yeah,
Ryan?
I'm happy to. Again, thank you for
And don't be
having
shy
us.
next time. You look like you were scared of us. You look like you were nervous today or something. I'm just saying.
Oh, oh no,
Or
no, I
is it
was
early
just
in the morning?
I was
It's
just
early.
up. Yeah, I was up late. I was gonna say because I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do a live. I'm hoping tonight on my channel, Ryan Idea Chicago, because I spent
Could
like
you let us
4 or
know?
5 hours last night editing.
Lord help.
I was at the animal control meeting last Thursday, where the Harvey resident, whose sister was mauled and
Yes,
lost her
yes.
foot, she was there. I had shared
Oh
the
my God.
whole video of it, but I just wanted to edit it. I put in some commentary and I wanted to edit it down just to pick out, the interaction between the mayor and the victim's sister, and then some other things, So I was, but as you know, if you go to edit
Because I got
videos,
that video. Yeah, they sent me the video. I hadn't had a chance to review it, and I like to talk about that. Even if and now the persons that are responsible, Ryan, for animal control in this incident is the city of Harvey.
yes, yeah.
They got so they do have an animal control department in Harvey.
Well, yeah,
They supposed to
it
have,
falls
rather.
yeah, it falls under the police, but yeah, the what's crazy is that the mayor called this meeting, and I've worked with volunteer animal control people that they don't get paid, but they'll come to communities like Harvey, and they'll help these animals, to get them into a shelter, or just to help, because they do it out of the kindness of their heart, because they don't want to see people hurt, they don't want to see the animals hurt. But we know that the truth is that it's been, ever since Clark has been in office, it's been 6 years that he has not provided adequate animal control for the city. So I don't know why.
Or nothing else. It seems like it seemed like not just that service. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was weird because at the meeting, that's why I'm going to share the video on my live tonight, and I want to analyze it and talk about it, because at the meeting, he was making it sound like this was almost like a new thing. And it's like, no, this has been 6 years, Clark. Like, this isn't the first time someone's been mauled. It's just
okay. Well, what recourse did she have? Was that dog owned by somebody, or was this a stray dog or some just loose in the community?
Well, they shot one of the dogs, so one of the dogs was killed, and then they said the other one, they just haven't found it apparently, and the
Oh
mayor didn't
my.
really have any more information about it. But
Now, who shot the
you have
dog?
to.
Was it a resident or the police shot the dog?
No, I think from what I
That you know
remember,
of.
I think it was the person that someone that responded to help her. I think
Okay,
shot the
yeah.
dog.
A
But
good
it's just
Samaritan, somebody.
it's
Yeah.
crazy how you just have to see how the mayor talks. Like
Oh,
he
I
never
see.
he never accepts responsibility. As a matter of fact, during the whole meeting, he blames us, the residents, and for these problems, and says that we have to fix it. And
Yes.
then and he interrupts the victim's sister, and he even this is what kills me. And this is why I wanted to edit it out because Clark just talks a lot,
Okay.
and I'm like,
Yes,
people
sir.
don't want to sit through watching 2-hour meeting. Like, let's just edit out this this stuff so we can see some of his excuses. But after she shares her frustration, the first thing he says was, "Oh, well, but some of the things you're saying, they're just not true." And it's like, oh my God, like that is not even if that was the case, this woman and her family were traumatized. Something happened that very easily could have been prevented if you would have been doing your job for 6 years. And animal
That's
control
right.
falls under police in the city. But you don't like how tone deaf of a narcissist can you be to start off telling someone, "Oh yeah, but by the way, you're kind of you're a liar. You're kind of lying." It's like,
And this lady loses
wow.
she loses her foot, half of her foot because of this incident. But listen, I don't want to stop anything, but I know we got a second half, and I wanted to say to all of you, remind yourselves, like and subscribe, just leave a little like there, and if you like to support us, you can. We're going to be here, and I want to thank you all for what you have been doing and how you came over. Thank you all. Vivian, we owe you a debt of gratitude for what you're doing. And Ryan, also for you for coming, and for Foxy and her wonderful interview. And I don't mean to snatch right now, but I want y'all to stick around. There's something that Martin G. Johnson, you can stick around if you'd like to, Ryan. Brother Lee is coming up. I wanted to Brother Lee is here in the studio with us, and I wanted to bring something up. But before we do that, I'm going to go to commercial break and give our sponsors some howdy do. We'll be right back. We're here on the MacMan Morning Show. Y'all just stand by for a second as we go with our commercial.
Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the MacMan Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios.
And we're back on the MacMan Morning Show. Good morning to each and every one of you. Grand Rising. We have a special guest that's in the house. We got Brother Ryan from the city of Harvey, wonderful activist for the Second Ward and all over Harvey. God help us with that situation with the dog fight, and the wonderful interview that we just had with Alderman Chapman, and the little discussion that we had prior to our commercials with Foxy 2, Roxy 3, Foxy's Angels on. Now our co-host, Brother Lee Mack, is here with us. And we'd like to say, you'd like to say Grand Rising on the second half of our show, Brother Lee Mack. Can you say good morning, howdy do, or something the other day?
Yeah. How's everybody doing?
Okay. I know there was a whole lot. Listen, I want to lead into something. Martin G. Johnson, our brother broadcaster, had a editorial of such that he was sending out. Now, and I'd like to say this first of all, and in all sincerity, I am not a racist. None of us are. We know who the enemy is and the demons of folks are. And look at Clark. He's crazy. Something wrong. Tiffany and all these other bozos and clowns. But check this out. I wanted to discuss this on the other side with our co-hosts, also with our guests if they would like to chime in also. But I'm going to go to this shot right quick. Let me get this together. And let's see if we can play this. Wait a minute. Let me cue it in. All right. Put it in state. All right. Stand by, everybody. Hold on one second. All right. Martin G. Johnson. Folks.
It's like they use the city workers, black workers, to come by and shut us down, fine all types of fines and all that, and fine us, get us in court, until a lot of black people got frustrated and just sold the business. You know, so I'm thinking now, how is these poor folks that come from another country? Because you know, ain't no rich people coming over here. It's poor folks coming over here to make a living. And the saying is, anybody say this, if you're a foreigner and you want to get rich, go to the black community and get rich. Set up a business. I'm telling you. Listen, they got us so target. If you go to these stores, chicken, fish, and steak. That's what they think all black people eat. Chicken, fish, and steak. And they open, that's what they advertise. Then you got the Asians. You got the Asians. They know black women suffer from low self-esteem. They got to have all this makeup. They got to have these eyelashes, these chemicals. They took that market over. Listen, black women, let me tell you guys something. You could make that market collapse in one day by not shopping at these beauty supplies. You could make it fall in one day. They are depending on black women to go into these stores to patronize these businesses. They're depending on it. Now, ask yourself this question. We have a professional here, a couple of professionals. If a person can't speak the language, that means he can't write it. That means that he can't read it. How can he come over here and outfox you in the business and open up and make money off you? He's selling you products that he can't even read. Can't tell you what it means. All he or she knows that you like this. Come on, how could they outfox us when it comes to this, people? Dr. Sanders, help me out. 206, help me out. Y'all help me out.
Yeah.
Help me out. Now, we're the ones. I have Dr. Sanders, my sister, I love her. She have a PhD. You know, she got to fight with these white folks on the job because they intimidated her. So, 206, help.
Now that AI Monday Service is a ticketing platform that helps higher service op needed. IT, HR, ops, or any other
Mm.
Oh, Brother Lee Mack, are you there? Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm talking in the microphone. Ain't nobody heard me. I wanted to say something real quick. Martin G. Johnson wanted to me specifically to say hello to Lee, and we wanted. I'm feeling him, and I'm seeing where he's coming from, and I want your comments on it, Brother Lee. Open this up for us on this what our brother presented, please. I'm sorry, y'all. Forgive me, but that mic. Uh,
Uh, I'll try with the limited time that I have left. Where should I start? The brother is right. He's correct. Um, yeah, and I know of quite a few foreigners from that particular part of the world. I'm very familiar with them. I have conversations. Actually, some of them are my customers, are my clients, and in the black community. Most of them are not allowed in the Caucasian community. You got a few exceptions to that rule, but most of them are not allowed in the Caucasian communities. That's a fact. That's what I know for a fact. I'm not telling you what I don't know. They flourish in the black community because for some reason they have figured it out and they learn in their own country how to treat us. They don't wait till they get here. They've been told how to treat us, how to deal with us, and how to make money in our communities. You know, they come with the disrespect and we don't say anything. They come with the mistreatment of our children, of our kids and our men and our women, and they come with the disrespect and that's what they do. Like the brother was saying, if the sisters want to change the narrative, they would stop buying these products from these establishments, but they don't. Uh, Beauty products are like a drug to women. It is a drug. It's not like a drug. It's like crack. They can't stop using it. They won't stop using it. They need to get treatment for that. It's like crack. You won't admit it. It's like heroin. I haven't seen a woman once she gets hooked on hair, she will not leave it alone. Once she gets hooked on eyelashes, she won't leave it alone. When she gets hooked on nails and all of those things that supports these foreigners, they'll keep going. They'll complain about it, but they'll keep going in and they'll keep having that service. They'll keep buying those products. It's an addiction. You won't even know that you're on this crack called beauty. You're on the crack. You're on the heroin. It's exactly what it is. You won't admit it because it doesn't hit a certain demographics. I don't care if you got a PhD down to a third grade education, you're gonna buy it. Very intelligent women, very ignorant women will buy it. They claim to be upright sisters and they claim to be leaders and they claim to be, you know, uh, new wave sisters. But you're still going in that old wave mind mentality of buying these beauty products from these foreigners. You support them, you support the disrespect. And this is something that men don't do. We don't go into the Asian stores. We don't go into those hair salons where you buy hair. But women go in there. Black sisters go into these establishments and support them. If you want to shut this down in our community, don't go. Don't support, but we will support, and women will do it. We'll talk about everything else, but we won't talk about things that we can actually fix. Women can fix this. Black women can fix this problem, like that brother said, overnight. But you don't do it. You're a hypocrite. You know what hypocrisy is? That's saying one thing and doing something else. And I'll stand to that. I don't kiss nobody's butt. I'm not here for likes. I'm not here for clicks. I don't tell you to look into my site. I don't care. I'm gonna tell you about what's going on in the community. I'm not trying to chase your tail. I'm gonna tell you about it. I don't care if you ever call me again, but I'm gonna tell you this: in our community, you can do something about this. What you got to say, my brother?
Okay, I'd like to say this. Now, let me say this, please, and for the record. Now, I asked for Brother Lee's opinion, and I'm sitting here, and I know that everyone has their opinion about things. You're a commentator, and you're the co-host of our show. Now, I'm not saying that he's attacking women or he's attacking anybody in particular or all those things. I'm not saying that there's no attack on that. It's an attack on our community when people come here and economic development we can't have because we have to stand in line of other people, even in the developing of the Southland, if that's what we're talking about, the economics development that's coming to that area, just because simply not just because of the Dalton thing or the Pope or anything, there's something getting ready to go on in the Southland that's major. I don't know what it is. Gary gave an opportunity and said, and they gave a little something out about the convention center that's coming to Gary. And if they ever get that airport together to Gary, it's going to really help the Southland. In order for you to get to Chicago, you got to come through the Southland anyway. Okay, even to get to downtown. So it's strategically and economically, it's in place, but we're not getting anything. That's what Brother Lee is trying to tell everybody. We're not getting our fair share. And I know that sometimes when we bring things to the table, and it will ruffle or something like that. And I'm not making no excuses for anybody. He's our co-host. Wait, give me a chance. He's my God. Wait a minute. Let me just set the record straight. He's our co-host. He's here, been here since day one, and nobody's complaining or anything. And I'm not saying that, but I just want us to have that dialogue and listen to what others, how they feel, and they're commentating. It's commentating. That's what it is. We brought the story online. That's what we're doing, and let's just enjoy the show and give our feedback. I let anybody come up that have an idea. I put it in the chat. The link is in the chat, and I can't wait for us to get our telephone line so that you can call in. It's not an attack, folks. Don't take it personal. That's what I'm saying. Don't take it personal. We're commentating. This is what we do to bring awareness to what's going on. Now, continue, Brother Lee, and then we'll give our panel an opportunity to respond. Go ahead and continue with your thought, Brother Lee.
Look, sister, I'm coming for you. You don't have to take up for me. I'm coming for the sisters. That was exactly what I said. I meant what I said. I'm coming for you because you got to hold responsibility. You got to be accountable. He doesn't need to take up for me. I tell you like it is. Nobody needs to defend me. I'm coming for the sister today. I'm coming for the fact that you're shopping in these places that you don't like and you keep coming back. He doesn't have to take up for me. I'm a grown man. I don't need nobody to stand for me, stand in front of me, stand behind me. I'm going to speak for me. This is who I am. Like I tell you, I'm not coming for no clicks. I'm not coming for any likes. And like that brother said, if the sisters were to stop buying these products, then they could change the problem. I'm gonna tell you what these people in what we call the so-called Middle East talk. I talk to them. They learn how to treat us before they even get here. And we allow them in our community. We shop and get the. You know what? I shop. I have business owners in restaurants, and I'm gonna tell you something about these food stations that you eat at. These Babas and all of these other places that you eat your fried chicken and your burgers from. You know what? They keep that. They don't refrigerate some of that stuff. They keep it out all day, man. Then they sell it to you. And then what they don't sell today, they sell it tomorrow. They'll sell it the next day. You know what? They sell you garbage. The stuff where they go get that stuff from, and I know for a fact, and I can tell you where they buy these products at because I go behind you know what? I go behind the kitchens. I go in the kitchens. I look in the refrigerators. I have that kind of business where I go in the back of the restaurants. I see what they throw away in the garbage. I do this. This is my business. I have businesses in Harvey too. Yes, indeed. I'm one of the only ones on this panel that actually go to Harvey on a regular basis. I'm the only one that knows the business owners in Harvey that own this
Or you
panel.
have
I,
we got a resident on too. That's Brother Ryan. He lives there. Yeah, he's been. Yeah.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, my brother, and I'm talking about the other commentator. I'm not talking about people who actually live there. Actually, I've been dealing with Harvey for over 20 years, and I can tell you more about Harvey than the people that live there. So I know about that community. I know it's going downhill. Businesses are closing overnight just like that. I've seen business thrive, and then the next day I drive through there, they're closed up. There's black businesses that were in there that's no longer there. And that's things that I know about. I drive through those streets on 147th, 150 something. I drive through those neighborhoods. You know what? I used to, and I do comedy in some of those neighborhoods in there. So, and I do them at the little bars and everything. I go all through that community. I know it very well. I was going to purchase a home there myself. So I'm not telling you nothing I don't know. And I don't respect that brother, that mayor, not just because he's an ignorant butthead, it's because he's not taking care of the community. And that's what I'm saying. If he can shut you down like that, don't vote for him. Why are you voting for him? He's been in there 6 years and done nothing. And I drive through that community and it looks like trash. It looks like the armpit of the Chicago suburbs. It's nothing to be proud of about living in Harvey. And I know that for a fact. I go through there, Dalton. I go through all of those communities, and they're black communities. Those are black residents there. And you know what? It's a dilapidated community. It's not thriving. It's not on its way up, like the sister says. And I go over there all the time. It's a sight not to see, because we don't stand up for our community. We don't do what we need to do. And that's what I have to say.
Well, we're back. I want Ryan. You're a resident there, and I know that you see what we see. And Foxy, I wanted to bring you also, Foxy, and maybe you can help. Not and to lead in. What do you think about the video? Your opinion, your commentating, what your 2 cents about it? I'd like to know, and the audience also Martin G want to know too. Go ahead.
Well, he's right. A lot of us women do go to the beauty supplies to get a lot of things.
Men too now. Yeah. Go ahead now. Go ahead.
To get, beauty products. This been going on for years. Back even when my grandmother, they had straightening comb and grease and things to try to enhance their hair, straighten their hair, make their hair better, grow their hair. I was back in the era with the straightening comb. Sometimes my hair was so soft that the curls were blocked, so they didn't have anything to make the curls hold. We had hair rollers. There was a lot of things that was done back in the day with makeup. My mother was the one that showed me how to wear makeup. My grandmother was the one that showed me how to wear lipstick. So makeup and stuff like that has been going on for years. Hair products have been going on for years. But like you said, the foreigners have come over here and capitalized on it. When the blacks was trying to get their business going, they couldn't get it going. But now that they have the foreigners coming over here, they know exactly where to hit to get, to hit us to get more money out of us. I would go in there. I'm not gonna be ashamed, and I tell it like it is. Yeah, I went in there. I get dye for my hair. I would get perm for my hair. Yes, I did get rollers for my hair. I was a track queen. Yes, I was. I was a track queen, a wig queen. I was all of that, and to me, it was enhancing my beauty. And there are a lot of men out here that don't like that. There are a lot of men that do like that. Some women, they have to wear wigs because they bald because of cancer. Some women, they because of the cancer, they no longer have eyelashes. They no longer have eyebrows. And so they know that also. The foreigners know that also. They need eyelashes because now they feel they're not beautiful anymore because they lost these things due to cancer. They already feel bad enough about cancer to a point now they done lost their hair, they done lost their lashes, they lost, a lot of eyebrows. So now, they got the pencils to draw the eyebrows on. They got the lashes so they can put the lashes on. They are creating wigs so they can have hair again, so they can build their self-esteem up. So there's a good and a bad with those beauty supply places. There are the bad where people just buy it and just make themselves look like clowns, and then you got those that buy it because they have nothing else, because they already feel low self-esteem due to the condition of their health. Cancer, different types of cancer. When they go through chemo, they lose their eyelashes, they lose their eyebrows, they lose their hair. They lose their self-esteem. And sometimes that help bring it back to make them feel beautiful again, or make them feel like somebody again. And you'd be surprised how people look down on them when they don't have all these things, or stare at them. So, like I said, there's good and bad about these products. And that's why I said I'm kind of split between the fence, because there are good points about the beauty supplies, and then there are bad points about the beauty supplies. It's just that we don't have enough in our community of our own doing this for our Black people.
Yeah.
That I have a
Okay.
problem. There are a lot of more foreigners that have the beauty supplies in our community, where not a lot of our Blacks are doing that. And I wish we would have but then the ones I have gone to in my community that are run by Blacks, they have nasty attitudes. Their prices are extremely high. That's another thing. They say support your Black businesses. We go to the Black businesses. Some of them, they got a nasty attitude. They roll their eyes. You ask them for help, they stand there and look at you. Then the prices are extremely higher than the other. You go into the foreigners, might get a bottle of shampoo for $5. You go into the Black, they want $8, $9. So it's a good and a bad on both sides. It's kind of hard when it comes to us, when it comes to certain things that we want to do for women. That's my point of view about it.
All right. Well, I don't know, Ryan. If you'd like to chime in, you can chime in. You have an opportunity to also speak about these things. These are things that are affecting the community that we live in, and I think that it's your opportunity if you'd like to, sir, come to respond to.
Oh, thank you, Mac. Yeah, I guess I would say my my biggest concern actually is more so having everybody in Harvey and other communities, but I speak most for Harvey where I live. Just coming together and making sure that the businesses are treated properly, because I first of all, I do agree. I always tell everybody to shop local. So if you can, the first thing is to try to avoid the Walmarts, if you can, the Targets, the big chains. If you can shop locally and get that money flow and keep the money flowing in your immediate area, try to go to the mom and pop stores, try to avoid the chains. But I know in Harvey, the mayor and his allies, they constantly ticket and harass all sorts of businesses. And we get, the businesses are often afraid to speak up. Even our churches, they're trying to make our churches get business licenses and harassing the churches as well. So my concern is more so like, do people, yes, definitely shop local, shop the kinds of businesses that you want to see succeed, hopefully people that live in the community and own a business, but also like, we all have to come together and stand up against the bullying, because we can barely attract any businesses. We can't even keep the businesses that are here open because Mayor Clark is constantly harassing them with tickets, closing them down. I mean, at least for Harvey, I can say it's a unique and like a red alert situation. I mean, it just every day, you're like, oh wow, is that business going to close now because of the harassment? So I think I would just more like to see, everybody come together, no matter what your gender, race, what have you, to say let's support our local businesses and let's fight back against the oppression from City Hall, because otherwise we're gonna keep losing a whole bunch more businesses, and all of our property taxes are gonna go up, and no one's going to be able to afford living in Harvey. It's a pretty dire situation here as far as what the city's doing.
Wow. Well, we thank you very much for your input, and to our co-host, brother Lee Mack. Never change, brother. You got to stand on the wall. And I'm just grateful that we have a chance to have the dialogue that we're having, and that's what it's all about. That's what the Magman Morning Show stands for. And I want to thank everyone for participating today. I want to thank Brother Ryan. I want to thank Alderwoman Colby Chapman, and let's hear it for Foxy 2 Roxy 3 in her interview. Like she Barbara Walters or something like that. Who you been with? Who taught you broadcasting? Foxy of the Foxy Angel Zone. Y'all check her out over on her platform over there. Foxy, we want you to say your last words to everybody. It was your interview today, and we're getting ready to get out of here. Go ahead.
Okay, first I want to thank Alderwoman Colby Chapman for coming on for the interview. Ryan, you my dog, and thank you for being on here with us today also. And all those that joined us today in the chat, thank you so much. Also, we want everyone that is in the replay, and we want to thank you for coming on. If you would please like and share as you come on to view in the replay. And also, Brother Max, the brothers Max.
That's right, Brother Lee Mack. And Lee Mack was here first before James Mack. So that's right. That's my older big brother. The brothers Mack. That's right. You don't play with us.
Allowing me to be on here with you and be a co-host with you. And again, I thank you all, and I hope everyone have a wonderful, blessed day.
We want to thank you for that. Y'all tune in to Foxy on Foxy's Angel Zone, her platform that she has also for Alice. Alice is gone right now. Don't forget Vivian, our survivor. Don't forget all of those. Vivian came over today. It was good to see them to come over, and we support the efforts that they're doing in the Southland. Listen, we're getting ready to get out of here. This is the Magman Morning Show each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's 10 o'clock on the East Coast right here on Mag Media 3 Productions, WKRA 92.7 on the FM dial in Holly Springs, Mississippi. And we'd like to say hello to all of them. Okay, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you on tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Magman Morning Show. Y'all love somebody. It ain't going to hurt you to love somebody. Just love somebody.